like scariest thing ever. There was people there that I didn't know any of them. And this family that I just moved in with, the dad took me over there, and some of our neighbors went with me, and I just remember like it was all these feelings that I think I didn't even know that I'd had, that I wanted to be for my father, and I didn't even know I had them. And now it was just like they hit a dam, you know, they just would never have a place to go. And I just remember like just so much tears and like crying, and like it would be like going into the cracks of the floor, and I just wanted to be one of those tears. I wanted to just disappear. Let's take some other calls, man. And we're not trying to make like, I guess it can't help but be like sad, but I think it's real, right? And it's real. This is, you know, life is real, and it's full of real things. And I'm just glad we don't have to go through them alone. So that's a nice thought to have right now.
Hey, Theo. I'm replying to the gentleman that had recently lost a girlfriend. I had lost my girlfriend back in 2018, so it's going on 7 years now. It's tough, and it sounds like he was looking for answers when, you know, the only thing that I could say is, like, it sounds like he's on the right track. And if I was him, I would just choose to live through the memories that they shared together. I remember my girlfriend always telling me that, you know, she thought I was a good teacher. And so now I'm in a field where I'm able to teach people things. And I just feel like every time I do, it reminds me of her. And there's just like, it's no longer a sadness anymore. There's a happiness in it. And
yeah, you know, it's funny. Thank you. Sorry, I'm belching. I had a little bit of Celsius, but thank you for the call, man. I remember my dad. Like one of the only things I remember he said to me ever in my life was that I was a survivor. He used to always say that you're a survivor, you know. And maybe he knew that because he was so old that it would be something that I would need. I don't know. But it's like one thing that I just feel like, you know, or relate to or something. You know, like I'm going to get through this, I guess, you know. So I think that's really magical that when you act out something that somebody who loves you told you were, when you do those things, that you are kind of servicing that relationship that's no longer there. You know, like if she says that, where you said this part.
I remember my girlfriend always telling me that, you know, she thought I was a good teacher. And so now I'm in a field where I'm able to teach people things. And
yeah, I could totally see that, man. That by then teaching that, you feel like you're honoring her, and it makes you feel that same way that you felt when she told you it was something that you did really well. Yeah, it's interesting how we figure out how to keep going in the world, all of us. And that we want to. That's one thing that I think is amazing about life, is this will to survive, right? It's like you have a man that lost his daughter, and he's, you know, and it's like he wants to go and at least wake up and see the day every day because, you know, probably through his eyes, his daughter somehow gets to see the day as well. You know, I think there's just something in us that wants to survive so much. And I don't even know what to say about that or what I think about that thought. But thank you for that call, man. Thanks for sharing that. All right, let's take one more call.
Hey, Theo. This is Tyler from Cincinnati.
Hey, Tyler, thank you for calling, dude. Cincinnati over there. Will the Bengals have a decent defense? I don't know. All the money's on the offensive side of the ball. It feels like if they let Trey Hendrickson go. Now, with that said, is it a Joe Burrow make or break year? We'll see about that, baby. Onward, brother.
I don't have personal experience with a loss of an immediate loved one, but I've walked next to someone who has, and our church offers counseling around that. And one of the resources we use is this book called Dark Clouds, Deep Mercy. I highly recommend it to everyone who is dealing with loss, and I buy it for anyone close to me that I hear has a loved one who they've lost, and they've found some peace from that book. Yeah, hopefully that could be a resource to some people who are listening. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for that suggestion, man. I know there's a lot of grief books out there and stuff, but it's just like, how do you go through it? Yeah. It's interesting. The young man who called earlier, the original call was saying that he felt like he got left behind. Yeah. It's all kind of fascinating. Even though it's so sad. I was the other day, this came up on my feed when I was thinking about grief. And it's Jim Carrey once said, or this site attributes it to him. Grief is not just an emotion. It's an unraveling, a space where something once lived but is now gone. It carves through you, leaving a hollow ache where love once resided. In the beginning, it feels unbearable, like a wound that will never close. But over time, the raw edges begin